One cool thing about this Airbnb IPO, some of the company's hosts got allocated shares, creating a small windfall for the people who have spent years renting out properties. But it's nothing compared to what the founders raked in. Let's bring in Robert Frank for that side of the story. Robert?
Tyler, these two IPOs creating over $40 billion in stock wealth for the six founders. So these founders now worth more than the entire value of the Ford Motor Company. Now you start with DoorDash. They minted three new multi-billionaires this week. CEO Tony Xu, now worth over $2.7 billion. Co-founders Andy Fang and Stanley Tang, they were all friends at Stanford, and they did the first coding and food delivering themselves at night while they were at school to get this started. They are now worth $2.5 billion. But the big winner of the week, that was Brian Chesky, Airbnb's CEO. He was one of three co-founders. They started the company when they were flat broke in San Francisco, and they rented out air mattresses in their apartment to try to make the rent. Chesky, now having the last laugh, he is worth over $11 billion. He also got a share grant this fall valued at an additional $1.8 billion. And he and the other guys got to cash out of about $90 million in stock just yesterday. Co-founders Joe Gebbia and Nathan Blecharczyk, they are now worth $10 billion. Now, in total, America's billionaires have gained more than $1 trillion in wealth this year. And Tyler, that's just going to add to this debate that we're seeing right now about this K-shaped recovery, perhaps the starkest reminder all this wealth being created at the top in the markets while the economy is going through tough times. Back to you.
Yeah, it is going to be one of the real topics for the incoming administration, addressing that very question of wealth concentration and wealth transfer. It's going to be a hard one. Robert, thanks. Kelly.